Welcome. This is a meditative experience today. As you can see, I'm all comfy in my clothes. I have a little eye mask. I have a blanket here for reference. Let me just move this a little bit. Um, but if you feel called to meditate with me right now, go ahead to join. I am setting the tone with some essential oil, specifically peppermint. And I've already put it on my wrists, behind my ears, a little bit under my nose, and just setting the tone. If you're meditating with me and you want to listen to some music at the same time, I definitely recommend to do that. Just set a good environment. And today we are meditating on non-attachment. And I thought it was just such a beautiful theme considering we just finished with the last month. It is the 1st of September. We're starting a whole new month. This means releasing the old, starting a whole new thing again, a blank slate, new page. And a lot of times, in order to evolve, in order to grow and actually become better and better, we have to unlearn and we have to remember non attachment. And it's a process throughout our lives that we have to consciously, continuously practice. And it's just naturally in our suffering, in our programming to want things, to desire things, to want the control of things. And um, so we're meditating on that today. And I know that this will help you with whatever you're doing with the rest of your week. So, therefore, we will start meditating. If you have your mask, go ahead and use it. And you can sit up straight. I'm sitting on a little cushion. You don't see it, but I'm sitting against the wall with a cushion below me, so it can be all comfy. I have my blanket here, so I can just focus on my mind during the meditation. And if you feel called to do the same, then go ahead and do that. We're here to fully surrender and understand what is going on in our minds. All right. So when you're ready, you can put the blindfold or the eye mask over your eyes if you have one. If not, just close the eyes. You can sit next to a wall just like me, or just sit up straight on the floor, or on your bed, or on a chair. Really does not matter where. You can meditate anywhere. From here, make sure that the spine is nice and tall, straight. You can roll the shoulders back and down, away from the ears. Slightly tuck the chin in towards the chest, and it helps to extend the neck a bit more and create a humbleness to our energy. From there, feel free to place the hands, the palms facing up or palms facing down, depending on how you feel. Or you can place the right hand over the left in the middle. Just depends how you feel today. Up is more open, more energetic. Down is more grounding. Maybe you're looking for more of a protective energy. Whatever fits your energy right now, just acknowledge it. So once you have your eyes closed, take a moment to scan the body from the top of the head down to the toes. Just focusing on small details. For example, thinking about the scalp, the hair laying on your shoulders or on your head, relaxing the forehead, the eyebrows, letting the eyelids be heavy on your eyes, unclenching the jaw, separating your teeth in your mouth, relaxing the tongue down from the roof of your mouth. And so on, you can move down the body, relaxing the neck, allowing the shoulders to lower down even more. Noticing if there's any tension in the chest, in the diaphragm as a whole, in the belly, in the hips. Noticing how it feels with the legs crossed. Noticing how your muscles feel in the legs, the back of the legs, the calves, the sole of your foot, the right and the left. And then think about the body as a whole, the whole thing. Begin to bring the attention to the breath as we're bringing slowly in and out through the nose. Feel free to ask yourself, how does it feel to breathe in my own body? Is my breathing shallow? Is it deep? Am I taking full, deep, wholesome breaths? Or am I holding on to the breath? If you're holding on, I welcome you to count your inhales and exhales. What I mean by that is you can inhale and count to 5 with Mississippi's or Mississippi Liz, and then exhale for 7 seconds. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale, 5 again, on your own this time. Exhale, 7. Continue on your own, taking these deep breaths, grounding yourself. Notice if your facial muscles begin to scrunch up again as you breathe, or maybe other organs or body parts tighten up. It's important to be body conscious, aware of how our body reacts to this oxygen intake. And you're not trying to fix anything. Meditation does not add anything to you. All it does, in fact, is just shed. It releases what you no longer need. It helps bring the awareness to what you're holding on to that you no longer need for your highest self. And so you can approach it in that way. You're not here to attain a goal. In fact, you're here to be taught, to be a student of yourself, and to understand, how can I listen more? How can I be more present with my awareness? And to be aware of my awareness. Continue your deep breathing.
As we're breathing deeply, you may also ask yourself, how can I breathe even deeper? How can I take more of my time? We are just getting started, but if your mind is wandering, that's okay. There's no right or wrong. But what you can do is notice where your mind went, where your thoughts led you, and then just come back to the breath again. All is forgiven, and you start again, bringing your attention to the breath, the air flowing in and out through the nose. Now I welcome you to think about a desire, a want, something that you naturally feel and are aware of your mind targeting, aware of whether that's a thing, a person, an idea, a perspective that you're holding on to. And you'll know right away what it is. It'll come into your conscious right away. Whether you decide to use that or not, it's up to you. But just bringing one thought to the front of your mind, being aware of that, take a moment just to observe what that is. What did you choose that was a want, a desire, an attachment that you may have? A lot of times when we want something really, really bad, it can be seen as more of a form of scarcity. That you want this object or this person or this role, whatever it may be. A lot of times we crave it out of scarcity, out of knowing that we don't have it. And I invite you today to see a different perspective. Perhaps it's new, perhaps it's not. Imagine that this thing, this person, this role, whatever you chose, imagine that it did not occur, that it did not happen, you did not obtain it, it was not confirmed. Take a moment just to sit with that sensation. Maybe it's a rejection sensation or a feel of lack. Whatever it may be, just sit with it for a moment. Notice where it's coming from. Notice if you feel certain organs or pressure in certain body parts when thinking about this idea. Where is it stemming from? And this is something that you can go and work on specifically for that area later on. However, I now invite you to think about the same thing. Think about that want, that desire, that role, that person, and imagine that it happened. It went better than you expected.
If
If
it
it was something you were planning, you'd been working towards, that you'd been attracting, imagine it really happened. You got it. What does that feel like? Once again, what does that sensation feel like in your body? Relax the facial muscles, the shoulders. Keep extending the spine nice and tall. Deep breaths. Return back to the breath. Now, imagine this want, this desire, once again. Imagine it has not happened yet. But at this point, you're not worried about the outcome. You're aware of the want, the desire, the attraction. However, you envision that no matter what actually happens, what results occurs, imagine that it all turns out well. Whether you got it or not, it's still something that you accept and that you are completely okay with. So we're now imagining that it has not occurred yet, but you are detached from the desire. And your energy does not come from a scarcity, but in fact, you trust. You trust that whatever the case, it was the right thing. It was supposed to happen whatever way it ends up happening. What does that feel like in your body once again? There are certain things that we know are meant for us. It is our intuition that knows that we will have certain things or achieve love, achieve success, achieve whether that's materialistic or not. Deep breaths. Now I welcome you to imagine that there is a bright yellow and gold light just at the base of your rib cage, in the diaphragm area, the very base where the rib cage ends and the stomach begins. Somewhat, if you're a nurse, you know that's not exactly true, but it's this very middle point, imagining this light coming here. And as you inhale, you feel that light, that aura, that cloud expand in the center. And on the exhale, you feel it contract. As you take bigger and bigger inhales, you imagine it grow, expand, illuminate, And on the exhale, contracting, but it's still here within you. Inhale, keep going, imagining that light, and you allow for it to grow more and more. This light represents our golden uniqueness. It envisions everything that you already have, that you will ever have. This is innately in all of us, and it is that innate knowing that we are deserving of a good life, of success, of a healthy love, family, friends, lovers. This is an innate understanding that you are abundant, but without the need of controlling, without the need of grasping, of putting all your eggs in one basket. It is the all-knowing truth that everything will be okay no matter what the outcome. And this can take work. Some of us go through trials and errors to figure out how to find that energy, that full trust in ourselves. Continue breathing deeply, returning back to the breath. Maybe feeling the sensation of that air coming over the top of your upper lip, from the nose, from the nostrils. Once again, relax the face, relax the shoulders. Continue extending the spine all the way up. We're going to take 3 big breaths together, exhaling through the mouth. All together when you're ready. Deep breath in through the nose. Fill the lungs and the belly. Sip in a bit more air. Open the mouth and exhale. Release. Inhale. Fill your lungs. Release. Let go. And last time. Last opportunity. Inhale through the nose. Even more. Release. And return back to the body, back to the regular breath. I welcome you to place a hand over the heart and another hand over the belly. Take a moment to feel the heartbeat under your hand. Feel free to stay here or drop the hands back down into your lap or on your knees. May you move through this new month with full trust, being connected to Source, to your community, to your work, to your family, but not attached. Understanding the healthy detachment, the individual, independent, full trust in the universe. When other people's actions, reactions, results are shown to us, it shows us if we are the masters of ourselves. If you're influenced by someone's emotion, then they are your master, and you have yet to learn the detachment, the non-attachment. But everything, while it is connected and it is interwoven, that there is a source within you that does not waver to these temporary sensations, to the nucleuses of others. When you're ready, you may begin to wiggle your fingers, maybe your toes, maybe allowing the head to tilt side to side, front and back, gently just waking up the body. I always love to offer a little stretch. If you want to reach the arms overhead, and then gently place the hands together in prayer in front of the chest. May all human beings be free of suffering and truly find that divine love within yourself, that divine trust. Thank you so much for meditating with me today. Namaste. If you have your eye mask on, gently begin to take it off. Ooh, that is so bright. Welcome back. How do you guys feel? And I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you stayed awake during the whole thing. My name is Anik. I'll see you guys. Bye.